To comply with Spotify's AI enforcement of copyright law, parts of this podcast have been modified or removed. For the full experience, please listen live on Nova 100 or live stream at novafm.com.au.
So, like, we get in a different department of the cops every couple of weeks.
We do. And this week is a special one.
It's Tommy Lee Jones in The Fugitive. That's who he is.
Tommy Lee Jones. Can we call you Tommy?
No, we can. Now, how's this? Before we reveal the department, we can only refer to this police officer as Owen. We have to blur his face as well because he is part of the Fugitive squad. Good morning, Owen.
G'day.
Hey, Owen, are you on the run as well?
I feel like being on the run. Straight out here and straight out of there.
Mate, I was saying to you off the air, I'm like, you can't be nervous about doing radio. Look at what you do for a living. It's crazy. How long have you been part of the Fugitive squad?
So I'm the juniorest member there.
Yeah.
Been there about 12 months.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, that's why you've been stitched up with coming on the radio this
Yeah,
morning.
it was meant to be someone else, but
right.
they've gone sick.
Straight
so
under the bus you
Yeah, I
go,
love
my
it.
friend.
Straight off the bench and into the
Okay,
A-team.
so in layman's terms, what do you do and who are you looking for?
Yeah, so essentially what we do is look for people who have breached their parole on one side of things, and on another side of things we look for people who are wanted by police and actively avoiding apprehension.
Right. So they're the tricky ones. They're good at hiding.
Yeah, for whatever reason, one way or another, the detectives have exhausted all their avenues of inquiry to look for them, and so they come to us as a dedicated resource to find them.
Right. So you'd be playing clothes all the time because I gather you just want to mix in with the crowd and then try and surprise the perp when you get him.
Perp.
I watch a lot of movies.
The crib.
Are we talking like sometimes the worst of the worst?
We'll do whatever comes our way
Yep.
on a needs-by-needs basis, and we'll prioritise whatever.
Is it a
comes
big
before
squad?
us. It's a pretty small, tight-knit little group.
Yep.
There's not many of us. So it depends on what work. We'll triage, obviously, the more serious stuff,
Yep.
the stuff that active violent offending,
Yep.
active offences against persons.
And then you'll track him down and then try and apprehend straight away, or will like a little stakeout be involved?
That'll depend on the situation. We'll do whatever it needs and however it needs to be done in the safest way for everyone involved.
So
Yeah.
what do you have in your kit bag, Owen? What sort of tricks do you have to find the tricky ones? Everything?
It's basically avenues of inquiry.
Yeah.
The tried and trusted ways are the easiest.
Yeah.
And the ones we probably go back to the most. It's
Because I sit there and watch like
What, the hunted?
no,
Here we go.
no, but like I watch the news at night and I see someone try and pull off, an armed robbery, and I'm like, how do you think you can get away in 2025 with the amount of cameras? Like, for you to walk out of the Nova studios into your car, you would have been spotted on, 25 different cameras? You know what I mean? Out on the streets? Like, it surprises me that people think they can still get away with that stuff.
I mean, there are crimes of opportunity that they're done. I don't know if they think that far ahead
Yeah.
to the repercussions.
Does the leader of the squad ever stand on the table and says, I want a hard target search of every in-house, every
Of course
outhouse?
they would.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, that'd be an OH&S issue, so
Right.
I can't stand on a table.
He's good.
Hey, random one. Do you guys have disguises in your unit? Like, will you dress up as a garbo, for example, if you're trying to apprehend someone?
No, not really. I mean, we're pretty plain clothes as it is.
Yeah, right.
Pretty comfortable that not many people would pick us for most part of the day.
No, we thought you were the fugitive.
Yeah.
We really did when you
Owen,
came in.
Lauren's about to put herself up as a fugitive right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
She's going somewhere in Melbourne. How long would it take you to track her down?
Well, it's pretty
And
cold
what
out
would you
there,
be
so I
looking
imagine
for?
she'll just be in a car, keeping warm, and I'll just be looking for a car that's running.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. That's Lauren.
We are about to start our $250,000 hide and seek. This is where we leave the studio. We go into full hiding. We're not in a house. We're not in a hospital. We're not in a school. We broadcast from there. We live there. And we give out clues to where we could be. With your expertise, would you have any advice for anyone in Melbourne on where to look?
I'd probably just start with reviewing all the stuff you guys have still got online from last year and the way you gave out all the clues last year.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
We get those videos taken.
that's made the producers very nervous. Right, what would you be looking for?
Well, the clues that you're going to give out this
Yep.
year are probably going to be in the same vein and fashion. So you'd be looking to see. It doesn't get you ahead of the game. It just gives you sort of
Insight.
an insight into
How we're thinking when we come up with the clues.
yeah.
So your advice to us, who don't want to get caught, would be get different people this year to write this year's clues because they think differently.
No, keep those people because I'm going to go and ask them
Oh,
where you guys are going.
you
and
want
I'm
the
going to split
250 large.
You know
split
what?
the funds.
It's a good train of thought because
Yeah.
it's the same people coming up with the same clues. Get inside their head, look at all last year's videos, research it. Where would you hide?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to give away my secret.
Are you sure you're not on the run?
Yeah, I know. Owen is part of the Fugitive Squad for Victoria Police. That's very strong advice.
It's a cool name for a squad.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
great. Is that the
Fugitive
actual
Squad.
name?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
Sick.
Do what he said. Go online, look at last year's videos, look at the clues, start researching. $250,000 up for grabs. This morning we're going to do a practice run. We'll cross to Lauren at 8 o'clock. Hey, Owen, thank you for the
Good on
work
you,
you
Owen.
guys do, mate. It's a thankless job. You guys are on the front line, but we appreciate it.
Nah, all good. Thanks for having me.
And you did well, mate. You didn't swear. Owen, part of the Fugitive Squad. It is Probe the Popo. Just gone 8 to 8 here on Nova.
Jase and Lauren.
Jase Lauren. Wake up feeling good. Follow them on the socials.